Random Access File this week. There are reports that the new DBase 4 program has some bugs in the SQL mode. Byte Magazine's Microbyte service and a company called Quadbase have both reported that responses to SQL query statements can lead to incorrect reports on the number of records or to an internal error message that prevents the execution of the query. Ashton Tate says it is investigating the reports. The Inver virus, which attacked the Macintosh community several months ago, has been discovered on a Mac CD-ROM disk of public domain software. The virus infected 7 files on the disk, including a HyperCard stack and Stuffit. The disk is called the Mega ROM, and it's produced by Quantum Leap Technology. The company says it has found and eliminated the virus and that new copies of the disk are clean. The Inver virus was passed on through a hard disk utility. It infects applications and eventually causes an unrecoverable systems crash. The virus reportedly can be detected by the Virus Detective program, but can sneak by Apple's program called Virus RX. The Russians say they have been hit by their first computer virus. The virus, known as DOS-62, infected 80 computers at the USSR Academy of Sciences. The Russians suspect the virus got into the system after some students who attended an international summer computer camp attempted to copy some infected programs using the Academy's computers. IBM says it has developed a new experimental circuit that could lead to PCs with mainframe speed. The CMOS circuit is 1/300th the thickness of a human hair. It can switch on and off 30 billion times a second. A memory chip using the new circuit could contain up to 256 megabits of information. Time for this week's software review. Here's Paul Schindler.
In our available minute, we can't settle the age-old question of whether you really need an encyclopedia or not, but if you decide you do, for yourself or your children, which would you rather have? These 20 volumes or this compact disc? This is the electronic encyclopedia, and it contains all the text from the Academic American Encyclopedia. That's 9 million words, 30,000 entries, 60 megabytes of data. You can pay $1 a minute to access this encyclopedia online via Dow Jones, or you pay $300 once and have this in your home. Now, we're not going to show any screens today because screens full of text aren't very interesting to look at. But I can tell you that when you give the electronic encyclopedia search program a word, it finds every article in the encyclopedia that includes that word and tells you the headline of the article. You can read it, print it, or put it in a disk file. Now, be careful what you do with that disk file because you don't want to plagiarize this work. Now, I know in order to use this, you need an $800 CD-ROM player for your PC. Believe me, this isn't the last CD-ROM program you'll want. The electronic encyclopedia is $300 from Grolier Electronic Publishing in New York. For the Computer Chronicles, I'm Paul Schindler.
Hewlett-Packard has announced that it is introducing a new 386 computer that uses EISA bus architecture. The bus will enable 32-bit throughput, but will be compatible with the existing AT-type boards. The new HP machine is set to ship in the second half of 1989. SAC Technologies has introduced a new English language DOS interface called DOS Talk. It's a piece of Lisp software that lets you type in natural language commands for normal DOS functions. The software sells for $89.95. Chartered Electronics of Singapore has introduced Faxility. It's a black box which attaches to your computer and lets your fax board receive faxes, even if your PC is turned off. The box will sell for $145. It's awaiting FCC approval. Finally, what happens when two computerized machines mate? You get an ATM machine that sells stamps. Equibank of Pittsburgh is selling the new machines to banks, and the nice part is you don't even need money. The ATM will automatically charge your checking account for the stamps you buy. That's it for this week's Random Access. I'm Cynthia Steele.
The Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by McGraw-Hill, publishers of Byte Magazine, and Bix, the Byte Information Exchange. In print and online, Byte and Bix serve computer professionals worldwide with detailed information on new hardware, software, and technologies.
For a transcript of this week's Computer Chronicles, send $4 to PTV Publications, Post Office Box 701, Kent, Ohio 44240. Please indicate program date.